Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another beautiful episode of Mark Isaac Potter Presents. We're visiting today with one of my favorite 2 or 3 million people on the planet. His name is Kurt Roskopf, and he and his team do so many projects and so many TV networks and so many everythings. This is our 700th interview, and I still don't understand what he does. So anyway, but he promised to mail me some curry in the mail. No, I'm kidding. I'm quite silly today, apparently, and I am still eating my oatmeal. I don't know if I'll take any bites on camera, but I usually do. Kurt, do you have anything you want to talk about today yourself, or do you want me to just ask ridiculous, penetrating questions, or what?
Oh, we'll we'll dive into the whole shooting match.
You're a hoot, bro. You're so marvelous. I really just love you dearly.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, March 15th, 16th, we're with the Mutual Aid Network for our Solidarity Summit. We celebrate International Day of Happiness, March 20th. March 22nd is World Water Day, and we've got International Time Banking Day is March 23rd.
Good God. How do you even, wow. I don't even know can I eat my oatmeal or not really?
It's your show. Do what you want.
Oh, no, not this is the people's show.
Okay. All right. Well, if I'm the people, then I say you can have your oatmeal. Yep.
I really, I really admire you guys. How in God's name do you do so many different, not just different things, but different networks of things? How do you guys, I don't see how I can't, I can't even language what I'm trying to say. Jeez. No, you have all these different TV networks. You guys put on at least one show a day and not, if not more, right? Some
That's
days
right.
you do more than one or not.
Oh, yeah. We're live streaming all week long and twice on Sunday.
Okay. I know. I believe it, man. I'm amazed at what you guys accomplished. So I would say just share with us what you want, or I will ask you questions about the. I don't understand the structure. There's so much going on. Is there an umbrella? I know we had this same show a while back, but is it all different networks, or do you have an umbrella that holds on to and helps coordinate all the different networks, or how do you guys structure it?
Well, what we do is we take out our umbrella and we open it up.
Oh, it's going to be a wild day. You and I both are.
So yeah, it's open. One point of entry network. OPEN, one point of entry network.
Is what? The umbrella?
That's the umbrella. Yeah, you open the umbrella, OPEN, one point of entry network.
Okay. And I have to say, and this is very self serving, I have to find a way. And I know you guys have invited me, and I've said not yet and all that, but I have to find a way to plug into y'all's network a little bit better. I have so much, as my audience is tired of hearing, so much mental illness and so much disability, learning disability that it's hard for me to connect. But I want to do that. And I want to mention to you a lady in one of the eastern states. I don't know. I don't remember if it's Vermont or Maryland. She runs a thing called the Cybus Mission. And she's one gal kind of working more or less on her own. She started this thing from scratch. She helps the homeless, she helps veterans, and I hope to get permission from both you and her to connect you guys, because almost everything you do is nonprofits, right? Or not? How many of them are officially 501c3s?
Um, we have a handful of them. We have People for New America. We have Project Die Hard. The Veterans Ranch, and so yeah, we're about serving nonprofits. I'm a part of the Charitable Roundtable, which has a dozen more.
How do you how did you come to be this person that is interacting with 12 or 15 nonprofits? And I heard you're running for governor in Texas, but you don't live in Texas, so I don't know how that's going to work.
That came from the northern Texas tollway. They were coming after me because I was a habitual offender.
I forget, if you do you all live in Minnesota or Wisconsin?
Oh, we wish we lived in Minnesota. We're over on the other side of the river. We're on the Wisconsin side of the river.
Oh, there's a river.
Yeah, the Mississippi. You ever heard of the Mississippi River?
It
MISSI.
comes through that. It comes up that high.
Oh yeah, goes all the way up to
The
Lake
part of the
Superior.
Mississippi I'm familiar with is where the Monongahela and the Allegheny meet to form the Ohio River, which then goes into the Mississippi.
Yeah, it all happens in this magical place called the Midwest.
Which people on the coast don't seem to care about much. I don't know
Yeah,
why.
yeah. Well, they just don't know how to handle it, so they just put it
Yeah.
out.
Wow. Okay, so the structure, you've got something called open, and apparently that's the umbrella that holds what, 4 or 5 different nonprofits?
Oh, more than that. I mean, we Spirit of the Game is a nonprofit. We don't presently have the 501c3 status. We have Helpopedia is a 501c3 on education. So the idea, Mark, is, this is about lifestyle. So there are 6 points that I go off of that we build our lives off of. The first one is, like you say, soup for the soul, you know,
Okay.
you know, that, that type of thing. So it's something that people do to have an energetic source or their source of purpose, meditation, Reiki,
Right. Spirituality, blah,
yeah,
blah, blah.
yeah, you have all that. So I
Yeah.
start there because to me, that brings us into humanity, and mortality,
Okay.
and then we come into now with our capacities, all of us, all of us are inclined to serve others, like
Right.
you doing the show. You
Yeah.
know, this is fulfilling a human need to share our value with others. And
Right.
then in doing that practice, we know that there's things that we can learn, like you doing these interviews. You're always learning stuff.
Right.
So that educational realm, the huge pillar. And then we all are considering our position as a citizen, whether to enter into politics, stay away from politics, don't talk religion or politics, whatever it is. And,
Oh yeah.
whether we're an outlaw or we're lawful or whatever, there's that part of life. And then there's being a productive member of society, how
Okay.
we're further contributing in the economic space and in the monetary space, retail, corporate, whatever,
Mhm.
business, whether it's employment, whatever it may be, hobby jobs, you know, who knows what it all is. And then all the fun things. When we say we work to live, what's living it for Mark Isaac Potter, you know,
Well, yeah, yeah. I really, well, I don't know if it's rhetorical or not, but I like doing the shows so much that I want to do more and more and more shows. I even put a note out on Facebook yesterday saying, to everybody, if you want to be on the show, let me know. So, I mean, we're trying to, I really like getting to know people and learning new things and supporting nonprofits, supporting small business. It's really important to me. So, and I enjoy it like crazy. I mean, it's like Jif peanut butter with, you know, American cheese and jelly, which is I know Elvis put a banana on there too, but
Are
I
you
don't I
pregnant or what's going on?
what happened? Am I pregnant? Yeah. Yeah. Well, if you saw my stomach, you'd you'd know that I'm working on triplets.
All right. I look forward to the results. All right.
Yeah. Yes. And here's one of my other children that was born a few years back.
Okay. Well, that's a cutie. All right.
Yeah, yeah. I love stuffed animals. So you have this umbrella open with these other nonprofits and nonprofits to be. How do you manage your day to day, given that you've got all that plus some of the things, like you said, there's some other group that you mentioned earlier that you're in that has its own set of five or six nonprofits, right?
Yeah, the charitable roundtable. Yes.
So how do you organize your day so that you can get all that done? And what does your day look like? Are you up like 25,000 hours per day or
Yeah, if I go through the gratitude of all the people that helped make it possible, yeah. But
oh,
my contribution is about 10, 11, 12 hours a day.
wow. Oh well, that's crazy. That's beautiful. Um, let's give some contact information to the public. And if you could send me your contact information again, that would be helpful because I've got this must be what our third, fourth show, fifth show, maybe.
Yeah, yeah, we've done a handful of them. Yeah.
I have one guy over in, I think he's in Wisconsin. We've done 11 shows together. He does something called My Living Legacy. He helps capture the memoirs of older Americans. So anyway, so give us, what do you want people to have? A phone number, an email, a website? What do you prefer?
Well, we can go with folks out there can call and text me at 262-3721-SKI. That's
Oh,
262-372-1754. And then
okay.
Kurt, Kurt, at spiritofthegame.org. And you can
Okay.
also take a look at my various details through Kurt, Kurt.now.site, S-I-T-E.
Huh.
Kurt.now.site. There you
Really? I
go.
have, okay. Send me that stuff in an email because I like to put as much as I can in the description box of the YouTube so that if people do open it, open the description part, they can get more information immediately. So,
Yeah.
wow, it's amazing, dude. So, yeah, you have open, then you have all the other parts, and your team is, how big is your day-to-day team? I know there's your wife Sue, and I know that there's Emily Golmer. I don't quite know what they all do. Sue does host some of the shows, right?
Yeah,
Some
Sue holds
interviews.
yes, Sue holds a position at Carroll University in Waukesha, Wisconsin, and she's a lab manager and she oversees a work study program with the students. So she's Monday through Friday banker hours there, and then so she's moonlighting at this stuff. So evenings and weekends, she's coming in and picking up some of our evening and weekend shows activity. So that's kind of how that works with Sue.
How many shows do you guys produce, like in a day and then also in a week?
Um, well, we have available all day long every day our ministry program. And and then we do every day, 365 days a year, a shakedown program.
So these are both shows that you tape every day. How they're half an hour shows or what?
Again, the ministry show is, in terms of new material on the ministry program, that happens a handful of times a week. So that's basically an hour's worth of effort every day to keep adding new content to our ministry program. But we repurpose, all of the years of our programming. It all gets repurposed so that there's constantly material running through.
Smart, smart, smart. I do that with my stuff too. So that's good. So in a week, how many shows you think you guys produce as a team?
15.
How many?
15.
15 a week.
Yeah.
Good God.
Yeah, like I said, we do have a ministry program.
Wow, that's and yeah, someday I want to go through that. I shy away from trying to say anything about my own religiosity or spirituality because it's been a very eclectic path. I started out being a very conservative Baptist of all things because my wife was. And then I had some kind of a spiritual break when she passed. Then I got into Zen Buddhism and I've been doing a dual path. There's a better word for that, but I don't know what it is. A dual path of Zen Buddhism and Episcopalianism. For you need to go. You, you
No?
turned your head like you had some porn on the other screen or something.
Don't tell
Yeah.
her. Don't tell
I
her.
don't let me offend you. My comedy can be blue sometimes. So all right, bro. Why don't we just how about if we close this out and do another one? What do you think? Or what would you like to say? Or do you want to say something inspiring to people that are trying to start their own nonprofit?
Well, we go by the power of one. It takes one to get it started and get it done. We all have our own purpose in life, and as you determine everything that you need to, move your mission forward. Napoleon Hill calls it definiteness of purpose.
Oh yeah. Okay.
That whole thing. So
Yeah,
that's
Zeke
that's what.
Ziegler, Brian Tracy, yeah, been
Yeah, so
there.
the whole idea of, helping people out there, get what they want, and helping other people be the best version of themselves. And so it's all a matter of, contemplation, meditation, prayerful, whatever, to, kind of have everything in agreement, in terms of what you're thinking and what's in your heart. It's all about heartfelt work, and then go with your gut. Your gut tells you, and it's all about right people, right place, right time, so timing is a huge finicky thing, that some people get frustrated, by how what they put in motion, the amount of time it takes to get their thing moving forward. But I found a lot
Right.
of resolve in, just participating where other people have momentum and just go along for the ride and see where that wave takes me. And
Okay.
tends to be pretty exciting. You just, practice the art of allowing, you know.
What is your background? I mean, you are so giving. You're like the Mother Teresa of Wisconsin. Uh, how did you like? Are your parents pastors, or your mother was Mother Teresa, or what?
Well, my mother was a high school teacher,
Okay.
and my father was a salesman, you
Oh,
know,
really? Okay.
and a business owner. So my father put us in the golf industry for 13 years. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, when you run a golf course, you serve all walks of life. You have people coming off the farm, coming over to golf with you. You have people, not, off shift from what they do with the railroad, or you have corporate executives and,
All right.
everything between. So
Oh,
just being able to do all that, and, world travel, being able to go to Europe and up into Canada and down to
okay.
Mexico, and
Wow.
kind of seeing different things that the world has going on, and now seeing a lot of it again through the Zoom experience, being able to
Yeah,
talk to
yeah,
people in Asia and Australia and South America, all over. Just kind of continuous learning of this, humanitarian crusade and being a part of 8 billion people and
yeah.
deciding what you want your role to be, job carving.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Very, very beautiful. All right. Would you like to do another show today, or would you rather just have some time to rest?
Let's do another show. Let's go with the
Oh, you heard him, folks. I got it on camera. All right. So I'm gonna sign off. And the way this works, Kurt, is I have to really leave Zoom, close it out, and I'll go do a couple things and come back like in 3 to 5 minutes or something. That way it'll clearly discern each show. All right, folks. This has been Mark with Kurt Roskopf, who to me is just a really important leader in the United States, even though he's sort of limiting himself to only working with 300,000 nonprofits within Wisconsin. Uh, I heard, yeah, I don't want to say I'm too crazy. I don't want to say that. Anyway, I just edited something out in my brain. We love you guys. We both like service very much. We encourage you to do some service in your life, even if you're a business owner or whatever. Just do some service for others. We'll be back in a few minutes, and just take care. God bless you guys. Talk to you soon. All right, we're out of here.